We've seen some players break out at the start of the season, but my question is which ones are going to last? And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down eight guys who have either broken out or are struggling and whether it will last or not. So let's get into it. Leading things off, Anthony Rendon. After all his great years we've seen from him, I was really thinking we'd see another one, but this would be his third down year in a row. And at this point, even though he was one of the elite players, I think it does last. I think he is just an average player at this point in his career. Next up is Jorge Lopez. This is an interesting one. Not a lot of people have really seen his year, but it's been really, really good. He's ultimately taken the Orioles closer role, and he's been pretty good with it. However, I think it does not last. He has really struggled in the last few years. I don't think he's that good of a player. I don't think he'll ever be even an average pitcher. Next up is Julio Rodriguez, and he has been considered arguably the top prospect. He's just ripped it up in minor leagues. However, since coming to the majors, he's kind of struggled a lot and just 194 and yet did his first home run. This might be my biggest hot take of the video, but I think it does last. He's never been in AAA. I think he's someday going to be some good player, but at this point, he needs some time in AAA, and I think he will be sent down before the end of the year. Now, the big one, or the big guy who's come out and been huge, Steven Kwan. Everyone's very mixed on this, and I gotta say, it does not last. I feel we've seen it from Yermin Mercedes just last year, who made it even longer as a top player, but it's just a prospect who has not been figured out yet. I think he will be figured out, and he might be okay, but that's it. Bo Bichette, we've seen some struggle from at the start of the year. Does it last? Does it not? For me, this is one of the easier ones. I don't feel it lasts. It just feels like just a little slump. And he's been so dominant the last couple of years, I don't think this is conclusive enough at all to say that he will not be good again. Last year, Lindor was kind of forgotten about with his off year, kind of became just an afterthought. But this year, he's shown he's been really good again. And I think that this lasts. I mean, I think it was just a down year, and I think that it's not long away before that's been proven. And I think that he's going to last, and he'll be back as one of the top players. On this one, my Cardinal bias comes into play in Steven Matz, but I think he comes back. He really hasn't been all that bad. He had his blister affect him in his first start, and that's why it was so bad. But after that, he's been pretty consistent outside of a semi-shaky last start. He's been really good. I think he's been better than the numbers show, and after an underrated year in Toronto last year, he keeps it up in St. Louis. This is the most interesting one, in my opinion, in Zach Gallen. He's been outstanding outside of injury. I hate the Cardinals gave him and Alcantara up for Ozuna, but he's incredible. I love Zach Gallen. If he could stay healthy, he's going to be so good. I hate that the Cardinals gave him up a lot, and I feel this is the year he finally stays healthy. This is the year Zach Gallen finally is considered one of the better pitchers in baseball, despite being on the Diamondbacks. Now, I know that video was kind of confusing at points, but to wrap things up, I think, just to reiterate, Julio Rodriguez and Anthony Rendon continue to struggle, while Bichette and Matz get better, while Gallen and Lindor continue to play well, and Lopez and Kwan fall off a little bit. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more videos just like this, and comment down below what your thoughts are.